Do you know what is amazing? This little patch of exposed floor right there that is not covered in garbage or stuff and things, which is highly unusual for this place. Dear Doodlebugs, hello, it's Mary, and it's the Tuesday Doodle Diary because we're due for a Doodle Diary, and I'm doing the Q&A vlog right now. I just finished shooting that, and I'm cutting that together. Thought it'd be out sooner, but hey, things happen, like moms. Moms happen. And tea. I'm gonna take my tea out of the little tea thing. My mom was in town last couple days, and I've been kind of packing some stuff up and wrapping up some projects too, because I will be leaving town later on. But yeah, it was fun. My mom did my mom's a beast. I hope I inherit these genetics. So she was doing a canoe trip up in Canada, kind of out in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. And after a week-long trip there, she had the option of a couple options of flights. The first option was to do a whole big tour of North America and all the airports and just jump around and transfer and lay over and hopefully make it home on time. Or she figured that she could get a direct flight to Los Angeles, chill out here for a couple nights, and then go back home direct. So that was the option she went for. I think it worked out. I mean, you would think with air travel, they'd be able to figure out a very efficient way to get you there. You know, who's it helping to just have this random body on a plane that it doesn't need to be on? I don't know. I know you guys fill seats, but you're not really making that much extra money off that, are you? It just seems strange. And you always think it would work out for the best. And then, of course, there's a delay in one place, which ruins the whole system. So that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So we got to have a couple days of fun. Yesterday I went stand-up paddleboarding for the very first time. So my my shoulders are a little tight. I can feel it. I can feel it from rowing like a goddess of Hawaii, or my legs. So if paddle boarding, stand up paddle boarding is a big long super stable surfboard that you could still fall off of pretty easily, and then you have a long paddle and you can do it from your knees or you can do it standing up. We took lessons up in Malibu from this guy who is amazing. I love his style. He definitely spends a lot of time in the water. He's got a lot of that aloha spirit. Halfway through the lessons, I'm on this paddle board in the middle of the ocean, just surrounded by water, and there's a seal somewhere, and thinking, I never signed any waivers, did I? We just called ahead and reserved a spot for two and show up, and he's like, let's get out there. None of that paperwork, no checking boxes, no crossing I's and dotting T's. Yeah, I went there. And he was giving the introductory explanation to paddleboarding. You know, the part where you're just sitting on the beach and there's the boards and you're handling the paddle for the first time, and he's kind of explaining the technique and explaining what we're going to do. And he gets through this whole spiel. And he's like, all right, we're going to push off into the water one at a time. I'm going to help you out. Oh, but you all can swim, right? Everybody can swim here? It's just the last thing on his list is, by the way, you guys can swim, right? It just shows that he assumes you can swim because he just spends so much time doing this. He's no nonsense instructor. He's like, if you're here for stand-up paddleboarding, then I assume you know what you're doing. Or what you're getting into, at least. You don't know what you're doing. You're here for lessons. I like that. I like that kind of guy. I'd go back to him. I want to take Dante back to learn how to paddleboard because, alas, he could not come with us. But, yeah, so that was fun. We got out there, got to see the ocean a bit, hung out with... There was one seal that kind of would pop up and observe us. Like, you're not seals. And we're just like, you're not a dog. He says, great. Agreed. Well, I think you're far from home, so I'm going to follow you for a bit. Make sure you get back. Good times. Let's see what else has been happening today. I finally got the art cast up. Monday's video was an art cast because it's been too long. So if you watch those on my main channel and haven't checked it out yet, you can go there. It's on what is the videos? The Cyborg Geisha, and it was cool. Just me yammering away about stuff and things as always. What else is happening? The Q&A is on its way. I've got that shot. I think I mentioned that. Editing that as well as a video of my second grade art. The best art. And then I'm just trying to scramble and get everything together. I don't know why I gestured back here. For Burning Man, I'm going to be shipping out in a little over a week, which is surprising. This is actually the first year, though, that I'm as organized as I am. In the past, it's always been something like, well, I want to go, but I don't think I can go. And then at the last minute, it all comes together. In fact, last year, I didn't have a ticket until the week before, and a friend gifted me one. So I made sure this year to get my tickets right away. Whether or not we both go, I don't know. So I might have an extra one that I can give to a friend or a person in need. And then I'm just slowly assembling my stuff, doing an inventory. Hey, if you ever do regular things on an annual basis, like if you tend to like go on a trip somewhere, or you want to start like doing a regular canoe trip, or just like a regular party meetup with friends, like always leave yourself notes afterwards. It is amazing. Apparently last year I wrote down a bunch of things like, you need a new camel pack because that's busted. You need to bring more of these things. You don't need to bring some of these things. And I've discovered that recently, and it was so good. I'm like, thank you, me from the past. You were so smart. I can only hope that me from the future is smart enough to remember that after this year's round, and we'll continue that habit because it's a big help. And that's how you work on improving yourself. That was something I was trying to do with a lot of the time-lapse paintings. Sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't. But occasionally when I've edited and finished it and it's up and on the internet, then I'll like sit down and make notes of what would I do differently. I've kind of fallen off of that lately. But I got Morgan helping me out, so and that's a big help. It's such a big help to get the video edited because then I can get other things done. I'm a little nervous about going out of town for a week because of the other project that's running in the background that you may see a little bit about. Where's hang on, I'm not wearing pants. Bear with me. And this is like the way that I destroy everything. Got a little doodle. That's your hint. That's your teaser. That's all you're getting right now, but you're gonna get more in the future as it comes. I'm so excited. I'm doing the tea all over me. But yeah, other than that, life's been good. Life's been great. Other than that, as if that's a bad thing, what is happening? I'm really tired today. I'm really tired. I think my body is just like, you did something athletic that you're not accustomed to. Freak out. Oh, and I definitely got like some sun. Yeah, that looks like I got some sun. Someone just walked by and the window's open. I think they have a dog with them. It's back to my sunburn. I was so preoccupied with my back and making sure that I got plenty of sunscreen on the back side. Forgot the front side. So, with that, I'll leave you with these words of advice. Watch your back side and your front side and your left side and your side and the upside and the downside. Watch all your sides. I hope you have a wonderful week, dear doodlebugs. Until next time, goodbye. Outro credit song. It's the outro credit song. It's not very long. It's the outro credit song. And we're not gonna hire a real writer. We're not gonna pay a staff. But we're gonna enjoy this song. Outro credit song. It's not haunted or cursed. Outro credit song. If you listen all the way through, you're in for the worst.